Spread out. I need to plug in my headset. 1 second here. Bada boom, bada bing. We back at it. We back at it, man. Salute to all the people on Instagram here. I got the Instagram open early. We are here on YouTube Live. Let's get it cracking. Let's get to talking. Got a bunch of topics to cover. Bunch of different interviews and different things that are happening on in the news today and in the Toronto hip hop scene, as well as just the hip hop scene in general. But let's talk about it. Big salute to Steady Mob and AKA Black Mob and Glory. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the squad, the whole squad over there. Very dope interview that's out right now. I made the title of this YouTube video here, Crabs in a Barrel Syndrome. Because that's what's up over here. Crabs, we get crabs in a bucket. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing you guys in the comments here. We could talk about it on the YouTube. But let's get it cracking. For the people who are on Instagram who don't know what our YouTube is, that's We Love Hip Hop Network. If you don't know what our YouTube is, just punch yourself in the face. We don't mess with you if you don't watch us on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Pull up PPP Bang says Friday's always in some controversy, laughing his ass off. Listen, fam, I don't be looking for the controversy, looking for me. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, we'll talk about it. We'll review a couple of things here on the live. Pull up on the YouTube, youtube.com/We Love Hip Hop, and let's get it cracking. Now, for the people here on YouTube, let's see what's going on here on YouTube. Let's pull up some of our stuff here. And big up to the whole comment gang. Comment gang strong. I'm going to make sure to share this across all the platforms right now. Make sure the notifications are out for everybody out there. Make sure to hit that subscribe. I know there's another premiere that might be going on right now at the moment. I'm just thinking that it might be finishing it up by the time I'm starting this right now. So big up to Citadel. You know what I'm saying? First one in the chat right now. I'm just sharing this across all socials right now to make sure that everybody knows that we are live. And like I said, I titled the video Crabs in a Barrel Syndrome. I wanted to say more like crabs in a bucket, but the expression is actually crabs in a barrel. But big salute to Chaos, who, you know, made that song famous. They're just crabs in a bucket. But we'll definitely get to why I made that title. But let's make sure that we got a nice crowd in here before we get it started. And then we'll get to talking. You know what I'm saying? For the people who are just pulling up in the comments or who are just pulling up on this live right now, make sure to smash that like button. Let us know that you were out here. You know what I mean? Let me go on my personal Instagram as well, because I know my Percy page be getting it a little bit popping as far as the traction. So, boom. Open up my personal page, let people know that we're on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just right now doing a couple of shares behind the scenes, sharing it across the socials on Twitter. I just made a Reddit share, and I'm going to share it on Facebook. Feel free to do the same. Salute to the sponsors. Big up to Diamond Club with deliveries all over the GTA as well as all across Canada. Okay, you can find them on the 7 Days of Weed website or on Leafy Things. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hit them up on their Instagram page also, Diamond Club _Canada. They will handle any order you need. Quick, fast too. You know what I'm saying? Big up to the sponsors. But yeah, man. Top 5 Friday True Homie. Why you saying that in the chat there, Citadel? And for the people who are on YouTube right now, pull up. On Instagram, pull up. I'm on YouTube right now, youtube.com/We Love Hip Hop. Let's get a conversation going on. I'm going to respond to a couple of these different things, a couple of these arrows that have been thrown at the boy Friday Ricky Dread. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, let's get it popping for the people who are on Instagram right now. YouTube.com. Let's get a whole conversation going on. I should have hooked up the phone lines or something. Let's see here. Big up to J underscore loyal, also popping up in the chat right here. Let me see what I got for topics. There was a couple of things here actually before I even get into like the topics. I'm gonna have to run it back again over there in Ottawa. Big salute to Jay Creole. He was advising me of the thing that I went to go do the other day. It was what was it called? Let me make sure I get that right. Hidden or Light, right? So it's kind of like a hustle and or rhythm and flow type of competition type thing. Singers, rappers, all types of stuff. And I got to be a judge. And apparently the venue that was handling it over there in Ottawa, they were supposed to be handling the sound, everything that was encompassed in the whole package that those guys were dealing with. And I'm not going to go into the logistics of their business. However, apparently the audio was kiboshed. They have no audio for that. So I'm going to have to pop back out, go back to audio and run it back again. You know what I'm saying? But big up to J Creole. I think that's really messed up when you feel that you have competent people that are working for you behind the scenes. And it's not his team. This is the team that the people that they hired over there at the venue. And I'm not going to blow up the venue right now, but the sound woman, she did them wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's just not a good look. So big up to J Creole. You know what I mean? I'm down to always help out. Just sucks when people play with your time and your money. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. And don't worry, I'm not gonna dance away from any of these topics that people may feel that I'm trying to dance away from. Let me know what y'all want to talk about first before we get into any of the things that I have written down. And make sure to smash that like button. You know what I mean? I'm just giving a little time, make sure that there's a good set of people here in the chat before we really get to talking. There was one thing that I was looking at the other day, and it was the Andrew Tate. I had it titled Andrew Tate versus Adam 22. However, I would maybe kind of retitle it because nothing really popped off when the two of them basically got on a stream.
Legend, you know?
So they got on a stream with Adin Ross. And let me see if I could find this here. I have it in my history. Uno momento. Yeah, here we go.
Cracker Barrel, naturally.
I'm just going to get through the ad here quick, fast. Yeah, so Adin Ross linked up with, he does regular streams actually with Andrew Tate. But I think I played you guys Andrew Tate commenting on the whole Adam 22 thing on the Piers Morgan show. You know, he was just more saying to the degree of that's not something that he would do himself. And, you know, he wasn't like really trashing Adam on it, but you know, he was just saying more that's not his cup of tea when he was talking to Piers Morgan, right? There was a whole broader conversation that was going on about manhood and the household and all these different types of things that, you know, Andrew Tate pushes. There's a whole other video that is on Andrew Tate that we're gonna review in a quick second also. But this is from Adin Ross's stream. And they got together with Adam 22 and landed a plug.
Hello?
Hey, Lena.
Hi, guys.
Do you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you all. Hello.
Lena, Adam, we can't hear you. Lena, this is my friend, I don't know if you've heard of him before. His name is Andrew Tate.
Never heard of him. She knows. Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. How are you? The only man who lived in Thailand because I was fighting. So I lived there for 2 years. I go back to her house because my house was a dump and she had more money than
Hold on.
Believe it or not, the Matrix has been out to get me.
and I'm going to explain why.
I'm pretty good.
That's good. Yeah, good.
Len, I can see you know you have a black microphone in your face. It's very nice.
Does it remind you of anything?
Andrew?
We have to be very careful with this conversation, and I'm going to explain why. Let's start by setting some ground rules, because it's very nice to meet these two people, and I've never met them in real life, and I believe in being respectful to everybody. That's who I am as a person. I believe in treating everybody with respect, and even if we're going to have an interesting conversation, we're going to have disagreements in this debate, perhaps, that might evolve, I'm not going to sit here and insult anybody. That's not who I am. So I know what you're trying to make me do, Adin. You're trying to make me say something which could be deemed offensive, and that's not what I'm going to do.
I'm not.
He handled that nicely.
Because we're all individuals, and we can all make our own choices.
We have a lot more in common than we have separating us, because believe it or not, the Matrix has been out to get me too. So
Has it? Tell me how.
Bro,
What y'all think of that? Is that facts? And then let me see what's going on here. Jay Castro says Adin is a goose. While Adam and Andrew were talking to each other, he was trying to talk to his chat. Loser kid.
they've been trying to cancel me for years, all kinds of made up sexual assault bullshit and everything under the sun. The same exact playbook that they've been using to try to take you out the game. So you may disagree with some of our sexual proclivities, but believe me and Andrew Tate, we're victims of the same struggle. Shout out to Tupac.
And I think once you get to a certain level of fame and influence, every single man's going to be hit with this. I mean, the reason Adin hasn't been hit by it is because it's just so unbelievable. Everyone knows Aiden's fucking full of shit.
I literally have though, bro. I got canceled like 30 times, bro. 30 times now.
1 second. We gonna talk about Adin and cancellations, or I guess no fly zones and stuff like that very soon. Don't worry.
With chicks, they said you had.
We're going somewhere here.
Sex with a girl or whatever. You got sexual assault.
No, nothing like that. Thank God I haven't
exactly
had that.
what I mean. Yeah, because everyone knows you're not getting laid, so that's fine. But when you're an actually high status male,
Adam,
it's
what
pretty
the
clear.
fuck? Why you
That happens.
Whatever, bro. Whatever.
I was a bit lonely, and I thought, okay, I'm going to try and get myself a new girlfriend. And by coincidence, the same day, I met this beautiful Swedish. I can tell by how you walk.
In a position to judge, but I have had that experience where a former UFC champion has basically told me about what a bitch you are, which I don't agree with. I'm a fan of the Top G. I like everything that you're doing out here, but I think you and Donald Cerrone need to settle this in the square circle.
Well, that's the thing about fighting, right?
See, this is about 9 minutes into the 23-minute. Well, actually, it's a little bit longer of a conversation, but there's no fighting back and forth.
I don't really feel like I made a mistake. It feels like some pretty regular porn
WT
shit.
in the chat, man.
I was a little bit jealous at first. It's kind of a weird feeling knowing that your woman was in the arms of another man, even if it was only for a few hours. But it's interesting. You don't seem like you have as much of a real more.
Oh, quick fast for the chat right here, and salute to the comment gang strong. Jay Loyal wants to know why Adin is even there. So Adin is the common bond between the three of these right here, because he's cool with Adam 22, and he's had regular streams back and forth with Adam, combination streams, and he's cool with Andrew Tate. Okay, they've had multiple streams together as well. So I guess he's the facilitator. He's the one who said, you know what, let me bring them all together and let them all have a conversation. So that's why he's there.
Moral issue with the act itself.
Well, I can give you my opinion on why I wouldn't ever do it. And I think the reason I wouldn't ever do it is because I believe that a man and a woman have a connection between them. And I think that connection is solidified by sexual exclusivity from the female's part. And I believe there's an energy cord between. And I think that once that's broken with another man, I do believe there's a degree of the connection which is damaged. And I think that when the relationship is good,
Man, spitting.
perhaps you will not feel it, but when the relationship is bad, or when arguments start to happen, or you start to get on each other's nerves, you might notice a slight difference in behavior.
I used to think family cars were boring.
Damn you, ads.
I used to worry.
I need premium again. Jesus Christ. It is so worth it.
I do also think that once the seal has been broken, I'll give you an example. The 4-minute mile was impossible to achieve, they believed, until one man ran the 4-minute mile, and then a bunch of people ran the 4-minute mile. So once the seal's been broken, for example, let's say your wife's sleeping with another man, the idea of sleeping with another man is not as intimidating as it once was. And perhaps the idea of sitting through an argument or sitting through a rough patch in a relationship and continuing to try to work it out, as opposed to just jumping on a new man, it might be less appealing than it once was previously. So I believe personally, if my woman had already slept with another man, she's more likely to just get into a relationship and sleep with him.
Man spitting. Man is spitting. Spitting hot fire. Dial on.
Another man again in a rough patch. That's my personal view.
Facts, chat.
Say again?
Why would I mean, I've never cheated on you, like even in the lowest terms of cheating, like responding to a DM from somebody or anything. Like I've never done any of that. Everything in our relationship has been out in the open. You know, like all my messages with the person that I worked with, I was like, hey, just so you know, like these are the messages.
So, okay. That happened. Adin brought them two together. It wasn't a beef in the end of the day. They had a proper discourse. Obviously, they didn't get Andrew Tate to agree with the things that they were saying. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to stay on Adam because Adam is Adam and everybody knows about that whole thing. And we've been reviewed Adam and his wife and the BBC over and over and over again. However, the common bond right there in that whole equation is Adin Ross. It seems that Adin Ross is still on a no-fly zone over here in Toronto. Okay. It's weird because it feels weird even me saying this at this point because I don't even know if what's the word? Not justified. But if I have the right authority, right, to be able to say that he's even banned at this point or unbanned. You know what I'm saying? Because in the end of the day, a whole thing started with this guy a few months back. And in my mind, I never thought it was over. But I felt that there was some kind of common ground that was found amongst, you know, the parties involved, whether it's Adin, different Toronto mans out here. Big salute to the Motion Boys. Y'all seen me post with those guys the other day over at the Chinese Kitty show. You know what I'm saying? But it just seems that, I don't know, beef never ends in the city.
Guy keeps trying to-
And I don't even call it beef. Just issues never end in the city, right? Like I opened up my Instagram just now. I seen a bunch of people jump in my Instagram comments and they were like, yo, Friday's always in a mix-up. I guess. But it's not intentional. You know what I'm saying? I guess I'm going to have to backtrack slightly to get into this story here and give you guys a little bit of context. And Jay Castro said in the comments here, yeah, Adin thinks he's good because he reaching out the dot with Nav. Not only that, I guess I felt maybe he felt that the conversation that him and I had was an inkling of things are okay to come back to Toronto, that, you know, that he's not on a no-fly zone list anymore. But from the time that whole conversation went down, feelings were still had to be had about this, okay? And let me preface this by saying I do understand the original context of why the Mandem are feeling the way that they feel. For people who don't remember Adin Ross, I have to backtrack. I'll just play this first. Salute to the Mandem from Voices from the Staircase. Welcome back. They were gone for a couple months, but they back at it now. Salute to Neighborhood, salute to Money. Very dope set here.
Speaking of Adin Ross, bro, there's a controversial video that came out about him. You know, he's I don't know the context to it, but it looked like he might have been laughing at the fucking street legend. You know,
what went down because this guy keeps trying to defend himself. Because fam, he's saying, oh, like I was laughing at what my homie was saying, but him and his homie were watching that, right?
Yeah.
And y'all can hear that proper in the audio?
I was some Toronto video, but like I don't know, it was some meme. And then, you know, fortunately, like, you know, some, like he dissed one of the Mandem, but his homie was commenting.
Probably seen something in the Discord. I've seen something about him. Definitely.
Yeah, so you couldn't, so what, the audio couldn't catch the Discord voice?
You can't catch his voice, but he
catches
his reaction. He's like, oh, Royce. Haha, like, you're fucked up. What? Why would you say you're fucked up?
The mic, yeah.
Why would you say you're fucked up? You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Unless you're saying something fucked up.
Facts.
That's why. And then like you're trying to play it off. Like, you know, like even if it's a misunderstanding, apologize for that.
And for the people who are out of the loop as far as the Toronto scene, who might be popping in from other countries and stuff like that, like who are these gentlemen on top of the screen here? This is Kalvin Cambridge, and this is JNeat. JNeat from the Up Top and the Wasp gang. You know what I'm saying? He's got the blue feather chain on right now.
100%.
That's the least. You
Not
know?
even but yo, it's not even just apologize. Like
What type of human are you?
some people are jumping into it, like they're involved with it, like that's their homie that they're laughing about. Like niggas are trying to come off of like buddy, like we're speaking of specific people. Like
Friday.
So I'm gonna stop there. Okay. And I'm gonna listen, I'm not gonna tread lightly or anything like that because I have nothing to tread lightly about. So if we want to backtrack to the original reason how I even got involved, just as a podcaster, a blogger, a live streamer, I seen the post, Canadian Underground Kings, Six Sounds, they were posting Adin Ross laughing at the legend Robin Banks, okay? And that was highly offensive to the whole city, myself included. And I reacted to that here on YouTube Live, okay? And my reaction to that wasn't like, oh, no, it's okay, Adin. No, my reaction was harsh. I was very angry. I was going at Adin Ross saying like, nah, fam, we don't respect that over here. And it might be a no-fly zone thing. Not even a no-flies. I didn't enforce it, but I was like, fam, man, them are not happy, bro. I went off. Okay? And then even, and if I remember correctly, then Dusty Wallace and I, big salute to Dusty Wallace, we linked up and did a live and we reacted to it as well. Okay? Somewhere along this story here, Adin Ross caught wind of the YouTube live. He didn't catch wind of the Toronto blogs, and with all due respect to the Toronto blogs, because those are all my colleagues. I mess with them heavy. But when Adin Ross was on his stream on Kick, he didn't see the post on Instagram of the man them being cheesed. He was reacting to a YouTube video, that being this video or a video on the We Love Hip Hop Network, representing, I guess, for the city, saying that we're pissed off. How could you be laughing at the legend Robin Banks? And that's when he got involved, or that's when so quote unquote I got involved. Are we clear on that, gang? Because this gets reposted later on and stuff like that. And I want to make sure that none of my words are misconstrued. You know what I'm saying? So for Adin Ross to even know that Toronto had a problem is because he peeped the YouTube video. Let's continue.
I'll say
niggas are trying to be.
Yeah.
I'll say
who gave him the green light to even talk to the man? I've seen that clip.
Friday, you're mad.
Yo,
No, beg this. Like, I started this Twitch 3 months ago. He reacted, first of all, collectively, like, to me and him. Like, I said it. JNeat got a big voice in the city. Obviously, it got further and further.
Yeah.
With him, other people commented, Casper, shot Casper, you know what I'm trying to say? But, like, he's responding on behalf of all the mandem.
So let's stop there again. Now, I'm not sure if Adin Ross did a reaction video to Kalvin at some point before, but I just know I was put on via DM. People were like, yo, Adin Ross is talking about you on your stream right now. Right now. Go pull up. And I pulled up. And I seen him reacting to the stream. Okay? That's when he got me into the stream via Discord, and then him and I had a conversation. And I can play the conversation. Okay? I'll play the end of this, and then let me set up the thing here so we can get to the conversation afterwards. All right? Let's see here. Let me make sure I set that up proper. Adin Ross, Friday. Wow, there's a lot of SEO on that. Jesus, Murphy. Okay, I'll set that up here in the other queue.
Traveling can be a challenge.
All right, we'll go through the ad quick, fasty, and boom. And I'll leave that there, and we'll go back to the other window and continue with that. All right, we're going to dissect this proper today, gang.
Like realistically, like
genuinely,
you should have connected us. Like you're trying to come up off the man. I started this shit 3 months ago, and this guy's trying to.
Nah.
But it's not even about.
Yeah, he should have.
And he's speaking for the mandem.
Yeah, that's the
beer
problem. That's the problem. You're speaking for people. You can't be speaking for people. That's not your friend. So you're just there trying to get involved and get your.
Right,
I understand though. Like, to each their own. Like,
and listen, big salute to JNeat. And like I said, I have no issues with any of those guys. I've interviewed pretty much almost everybody in the WAS gang. Okay. And like multiple times, I've two presser interviews, 2 YG interviews. The Walat boys, we have an interview with them on the network. Who else? Tallop Twin, 2 FB interviews, like Burner Bands, and he's been on the network 2-3 times. We have mad love for the WAS gang, mad love for the up top movement. Okay, but when it comes to like even looking for a come up or anything like that, like I said originally when I started this segment right here, the first thing that I was reacting to was the disrespect. And the way that I reacted to that disrespect was disrespectfully, okay? And this is exactly how Adin found out that Toronto was mad in the first place. Okay? So as far as trying to get a come up, trying to squeeze myself into their beef, nothing like that, fam. You disrespect Robin Banks, that's disrespect to the whole city. And as a podcaster for the city, I see things on the blogs, I react to them. And that's something I saw on the blogs, and naturally I reacted to it. And here we are.
To be honest, that's some vulture shit,
It's some vulture shit, but to each their own. I'll
Stop.
never tell a man how to be.
That's not vulture stuff. See, that's what I don't like. And it's kind of a sneak shot.
Yeah, man, do your thing. Like, if that's how you go about life about that. But like, you can't be telling people certain shit's okay that has nothing to do.
Vulture stuff is, being a vulture is when you're not part of the culture. Okay? When you're a culture vulture, all right, is when you take things, you're not even part of the culture, and you take things from the culture for your own personal benefit. Okay? And you could actually be a part, let me rephrase that, because culture vultures could be in the culture too. Don't get that twisted. But you're taking things from the culture and using them for your own personal benefit. And let me reemphasize, the original reaction that you saw here on the We Love Hip Hop Network YouTube live was me reacting to the post that I seen on Canadian Underground Kings and Six Sounds, and I was very upset at the whole laughing thing. Okay, I'm just gonna keep on reemphasizing that was the original reaction.
Do with you because it doesn't affect you,
Exactly.
Like, why don't you come ask one of us, like, yo, whatever the case is, like, you're there speaking for people.
And he's a big man, bro.
Like he could have been involved as a mediator.
Yeah.
But yo, it's disrespectful at the end of the day. He's laughing at something disrespectful. You're laughing at something that you should not be. Like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So it's like you're coming speaking about it now, jumping involved with it, saying, okay, it could have.
Trying to get
fuck all of
15
that.
minutes of fame off that
Yeah, like
situation.
fuck all of that. Like niggas.
That's another shot. But as far as 15 minutes of fame, we've been doing this 7 years. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to come up off of anything that's going on Toronto-wise, or we don't need cheap come-ups, all right? There's also some commentary in here about the Lady SB interview. I get a lot of people who hit me up on the street like, yo, that Lady SB interview, yo, that thing you said with the Teddy thing, yo, that was funny, ha, 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 ha. And it was funny. Yes, great moment. Okay, we went viral. But don't get that twisted of what kind of work, like real work that we actually put in over here at the We Love Hip Hop Network. When it comes to our interviews, when it comes to the amount of research that I put into every guest that I do an interview with, I'm asking people questions that they didn't even know that, you know, how did you even know that? Damn, bro. I get that. You know how many times I get that per interview? Like, damn, bro, great question. How did you even know that? Because I'm doing my research. So if I ask, the whole telly thing is one question out of thousands and thousands of questions that I've asked over the last 6.5 years. So don't ever hang your hat on, oh, he just tries to get moments, okay? I don't even think niggas believe that. It's just taking shots.
Just feel a way about shit. Like,
yo, to be honest, we've been away from this stuff for like 2 months now, you know? And there's a moment I caught where Friday was getting at a girl and calling her like, are you an escort, basically? You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna talk sick to the Galdem, but you're not gonna talk sick to Adin Ross? Is that your dad?
You know what I'm saying?
I actually called him the pre-cum, Andrew Comes pre-cum.
Like, you, bro, me personally, bro, whatever a girl does with her body, it's up to her. You're not her father, you're not her brother, you're not her dad, you're not
her dad.
You're nobody to her, you know what I'm saying? And if the girl answered one way as it is, she said no, move from it, you know what I'm saying? Why are you picking out a woman, a female?
Nah,
like,
but even just like trying to bring it up.
Multiple.
And you know, I'll blame myself for that. Because of that moment there, and the way that Toronto, or just I think people, period, minds work, that erases the dozens and dozens of women that I've interviewed prior to that, and even after that. You know what I'm saying? That erases the amount of women who I promoted on the network. That is completely erases all of that because I asked one artist if she was a telly thing. You know what I'm saying? Let's just do that. Let's do alternate realities and just erase every single thing in my catalog because I asked one person if they were a telly thing. Okay? If it makes everybody sleep better at night.
Just even in general. The first time was wrong. Like, you know, like, even if that's her personal life, like, bro, that's her personal life.
And the thing is, and listen, I don't got no smoke. It's no problem. The issue is niggas don't really watch us. Okay? Y'all on the live, y'all are watching us. Okay? I know, especially when it comes to these lives, that this is a loyal fan base. This is loyal supporters, people who watch from the beginnings of things to the end. You know what I'm saying? I see in the premieres the people who actually watch our YouTube channel and take in videos. Okay? Y'all are the real ones. When I speak to people on road who are like, yo, or actually, let me just rephrase that. When I see in the comments people commenting on things that are towards the middle or the end of the video, I know that y'all are the real supporters. But people who are like, yo, I saw that one moment on Instagram, or I saw the other thing you were saying on Instagram. Salute, thank you. But I know that you guys are fly-by-night supporters, or not at all, okay? I might have popped up on your timeline because it popped up on some other page that you follow, because niggas don't even follow us anyway. So how can you critique content that you don't even watch? Stop me when I'm lying. A lot of these niggas, like, and salute to Jay Castro, says, I've been watching since the Bizloke and Casper RK and K Money interviews. Thank you. However, some of these niggas haven't watched it since then, but they've been talking about us ever since. A lot of these niggas who talk on us haven't watched us since a Bizloke interview 4 years ago. But every time they see me on Instagram, they're like, oh, the We Love Hip Hop Network does this and We Love Hip Hop does that. No, we don't. You watch the clip. And even that Lady SB interview, if you watch the beginning and afterwards, great interview, insightful. You know what I'm saying? She was articulate and there was great questions. Big up to me.
You clearly brought her because of music. You never brought her because you potentially heard that she was doing whatever. You brought her because of music. So if she's doing whatever she's doing on the side, will be the girl's business.
How you talking?
That's facts. However, I also make sure to please the comment gang strong. Okay? Because there's an audience that's watching. I can't just be, I'm just doing what I like to do. I only talk to the people I want to talk to, and I'm only going to ask the questions that I want to know. No, I'm going to ask the questions I want to know, and I'm going to ask the questions that the people want to know. And I read the comments mad times, and you guys kept on going crazy. So I'm asking what the comments wanted to know. We can twist it, do whatever we want with it to try to make Friday look like some kind of bad guy, but it won't be true.
For a girl's box, nobody's questioning you about what you do with yours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like I don't, me, that's a couple of things that kind of rub me the wrong way. Maybe it's because of like, you know, like he's kind of like outdated. Maybe he's super he's been doing stuff for years and he's really trying to make it out, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to like actually blow his network up. But, you know, we'll give him benefit of the doubt, you know? But next time he has to come talk to you guys first, you know?
Sure.
And here's the thing. I don't be knowing when niggas don't mess with me. I'm like a dumb blonde. I'd just be like, huh? Niggas don't like me? What? Or maybe it's because people put me under the conception that like, hey, yeah, I fuck with you Friday, but then show differently. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm not a dumb blonde. Maybe I've just been led astray. You know what I'm saying? Because to be honest, I have no issues with these gentlemen. I don't understand why the shots are being taken. I actually fuck with these guys heavy. I'm really happy that they have a podcast, that they're around. You know what I'm saying? People have heard me multiple times say we need more media in the city. Okay? Artists need more places to be able to go do a campaign run. And I've said this on this network. I've said this in other interviews when people interview me. You know what I'm saying? Hence the title, to bring it back full circle. We are crabs in a barrel. We have crabs in a barrel syndrome. I don't get it. Even if Mandem were doing the most wild things that I don't agree with on their network, which is not true, they do great content over there. You know what I'm saying? They have great conversations. The production quality is continuously stepping up. I have nothing but good things to say about these gentlemen. But for some odd reason, and I don't know, maybe it's a podcast thing, like maybe we'll get more traction if everybody seems like they have beef. Niggas stay taking shots at me, fam. I'm not even here to be like, oh no, yo, fuck you. Nah, fam. I'm just baffled, fam. I'm actually more disappointed. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually it gets exhausting after a while trying to make colleagues out here, because you never know when niggas is mad at you. They don't tell you. You know what I'm saying? And maybe it's me, or maybe it's just the way that the city has like a certain standard and a certain way that you can only do these things because man's them representing the streets. And, you know, this media thing can get tricky. Okay? I do things differently than maybe the way these guys do it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm more traditionalist, more quote unquote TMZ-ish sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But there's no wrong way of doing what you want to do. For example, former colleagues of mine, okay, and I'll talk about it. We'll talk about it today. Gutsy Guts and those guys, they talk more about, you know, stuff that's going on in the bedroom, different things like that. You know what I'm saying? They go into those kind of fun topics like that we might not cover as much over here. Okay? It's not our thing. Do I get on here and critique that? No. If it's not our thing, it's just not our thing. You know what I'm saying? Bring it back over here. If Voices in the Staircase, you know, they don't really do news stories and keeping people up on what's going on with Toronto rappers and updates and stuff like that. They may bring it up in an interview here and there, but, you know, they've even mentioned in the interview that they did with us that they try to stay out of the mix-up. Fine. I get into the mix-up sometimes. It doesn't mean that I'm going to be like, well, I don't like the way that you guys do it over there, staying out the mix-up. And maybe I'm just expecting the same, you know what I'm saying? Where people are like, maybe it's not the way I would do it, but that's how you do it. Instead of denouncing it. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, fam. I just don't have any hate in my blood, fam. I'm hater free. So maybe that's to a fault. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I should start being more of a hater and, you know, get on here and critique everybody's podcast and da-da-da-da. No, you guys shouldn't be doing your podcast, or you're too young, or you're too old. Like, nah, fam, I'm more planning who's going to be my next interview. What are we going to be talking about next? What's my next topic that I'm going to be talking about tonight? You know what I'm saying? But anyways, salute to all parties involved. You know what I'm saying? I feel that we can have proper discourse without being some disrespectful, you know, S your moms and all that type of talk. And nah, fam, that's what keeps the city where it is, fam. And that's where it ends up, where people, it makes it uncomfortable to go outside. People got to be going outside with crews, all types of stuff, just because nobody can find a way to actually really get along. None of us have actually made it anywhere yet. I'm looking at this video here. It's monetized. Okay. However, it's not like 350,000 views are on the shit. Okay. And same over here with our content. So none of us are making a huge bag for us to be like going out of our way to make sure that we got to take chances and do all this stuff. Nah, it's not worth it, fam. We build better together than apart. That's the way I see it. Anywho, anywho. Who I got next here? I want to go do a quick, I never even played the Adin Ross part, but screw all that. I don't need to play the Adin Ross part. Y'all get the gist. I'm going to go through Instagram here and see if there's a couple of stories that I can go through. And y'all can fill some stories out if y'all want me to cover a few things. But I have some things written down here that I'm going to get to. One of the things being the rap game is getting onto some gay shit. But we'll talk about it. Travis Scott show canceled in Egypt. Mimm's untold story. I got some things here. Let's see here. Welcome back. Keep Six Solid once again. They're posting. All right. Yo, the podcast teams are like linking up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I want to say something quick, fast also. Look out for the Toby interview that's going to be dropping tomorrow afternoon for the video audience. And tomorrow morning, 3 a.m. actually is when we drop the audios. So from 3 a.m. y'all be able to find that Toby interview. Okay, big salute to Toby. And the freestyle dropping on Friday. However, there's a few people that are on my list of people that I would still like to interview. All right. A few people. Okay, let me re-emphasize. Out of Toronto. But it's not a long list of people that I'm like, yo, I need to get an interview with this person. Anybody else is just people on the come up that I feel that the audience should get put on to. But as far as people who have established themselves out here, there's only a short list of people that I feel that I would like to have a conversation with. And then everybody else I'm trying to branch out of this city, bro. Like, Toronto, yes, I've mentioned this multiple times, has a ceiling. There's amazing Toronto rappers out here, a lot of talent. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like requested by the people on YouTube, the whole audience, like that subculture that of people who want to see the Toronto hood underground or all that type of stuff. We're into the hundreds of interviews at this point, right? So there's a short list of most requested people left. Can you guys guess who would be like some of those that on that list of short list? You know what I'm saying? Let me know in the comments. Comment gang strong. Salute to Nope in the comments right here. To Road to Success. Road to Success. What up? Yeah, man. A late stream with Dr. Friday out here. Entertainment. What up? And yeah, I'm trying to spread my wings out here. You know what I'm saying? For real. Because there's a lot of American acts that are popping up in the city. International acts. I have a very dope interview with the people from Afro Nation, which is going to be going down in Detroit in August, that I have sitting in the vault. Okay. And I'm going to be making my way over to Detroit for that Afro Nation show. All right. But we're trying to branch out and really start talking to these artists outside of the country. You know what I'm saying? John Doe says Lil OT. Lil OT definitely on my list, but he's not on the top on my list, with all due respect. Okay? Doobie's definitely on that short list. Yes. But it's kind of messed up right now because he's incarcerated. But he's definitely on that list. I'll give you guys a little bit more time to maybe guess a couple more names. Peace Love wants to know if OVO is getting me through the border. Hold on. Where's my sound effects at? I'm late on the sound effects today. No. I'm gonna just take my chances. You gotta wait. You can't just go and ask to use the OVO pass just quick like that. You gotta save that. You know what I'm saying? If they tell you, if you have a really, really big trip that's ahead of you and they might turn you back at the border and you do have a connection with the OVO pass, that's when you use it. That's when you cash it in. You know what I'm saying? But you got to wait. You got to wait for the right time. You might not need it. You could just go right back and forth, double dutch and pass the border and, you use the OVO pass for nothing. Not that I have one, but I'm just saying, like if I did have one, you save it for the right time. Like when that guard says, yo, go in the other line, and now they're strip searching you and all that. And right when they're about to tell you to strip search, you pull the card out and you say, OVO pass. And they say, okay, put your clothes back on, sir. Right over there. Welcome to the United States of America. You know what I'm saying? You got to time it right, gang. You got to time it right. You know what I'm saying? With the music playing. Dun, 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 dun. OVO pass. Trust me. But, yeah, I say all that to say, I'm going to be branching out, yo. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get these interviews. And it's not like the first time. It's not like we haven't done this before. I have multiple interviews in the vault. Even all to this year with American artists and stuff like that, or American people. Like big salute to Poetic Flacco. I just did an interview with him probably like 3 months ago, and like man was on the verge of getting fired or quitting from No Jumper, and now he's one of the main characters over there at No Jumper. So salute to Flacco. All right, that's a big interview in the vault right there. We did a DJ EFN interview. Right? Salute to DJ EFN of the Drink Champs. That's the thing. Y'all niggas don't be knowing sometimes that, and this is such a weird audience. I don't want to complain because I love the fact that there is an audience. But sometimes people sleep on the fact that we've interviewed some American people that y'all mess with heavy. Let me go find this playlist here. Let me find the international playlist. There it is. Let's pause this and let's make this bigger on the screen here. Like, I don't know if y'all understand. Like, we've interviewed a lot of American artists. Why is Chair Girl going live? Like, I had asked her for an interview, and like, she's like, maybe. I'm not trying to have people pop style on me from over here right now anymore. Like, screw that shit, man. Like, we put in too much work. We've interviewed too many people for like Toronto people to be like, I don't know if I want to pull up on We Love Hip Hop. Well, then just don't. Don't worry about it. It's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, half of these niggas ain't gonna be doing it next year anyway. Nobody will care about them. Poetic Flacco, Pooh Shiesty. Troy Man was the one more recent ones too. That's from that Rhythm and Flow show. Fabio Foreign, Onyx, Flip De Niro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have our share of Adam 22. Y'all see where's the Adam 22? Adam Deuce right there. And that's not even the whole interview. That's just a clip. There's the whole interview. You know, the guy, the owner of No Jumper? Yeah, I interviewed him. The frog? Like, we don't have to act like, oh, yo, Friday doesn't get his no, people holler at me and they give me my respect, fam. But a lot of these Toronto niggas out here, they'll pop style, and even some of the ones that I do interview, they don't even repost it. Because these niggas over here in this city have this we already made it complex. You know what I'm saying? But half of these niggas are still making money on road. They're not making money from rap. The rap is not paying them that much. Or they have jobs. You know how many rappers I know with jobs? So how is it that niggas is popping style on a nigga who's on the same level as them? We're all trying to come up. Half of these people that they want to get on their platforms, the Akademiks, the Vlad TVs, the Adam 22s, I talk to them. Fuck with me. You'll probably get to them quicker. But they don't get it. They don't understand. Let's hate on Friday. That's the thing to do. Okay. When y'all start seeing a drought of Canadian artists being interviewed and you're only seeing just pure podcasting between me and the gang, and then the only time you see an interview is somebody with an American accent, then you'll be like, oh shit, he made good on his promise. He stopped fucking with Toronto niggas. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And why not? We got like 300 Toronto, 400, 500 Toronto rapper interviews already. The frog. Anyhow, it seems that Drake found his righteous wife after all these years. Salute to Toronto rappers, or Toronto news. He's here with Sexy Red. They're in New York City. And it seems that, I don't know, he's getting a little cozy here with her. Do I want to cover the story? Fuck the story. Because it's not a real story. He's not smashing the thing. Drake he knows how to use the internet. You guys don't realize that Drake has been not, I want to say manipulating, but he's been using the internet well for years. Okay? He's a pioneer when it comes to the internet game. He was on the message boards on Hip Hop Canada. You know what I'm saying? He's an MSN baby. Social media is light work to him. The man's been putting in his social media dirt work since MySpace. You don't think he knows how to shake up the internet? Man's been going crazy since Black Planet, bro. Come on, fam. And look at the hands. Knuckles clenched so that you can't see the fingernails. We ain't playing those fingernail games in these pictures here. You get me? Easy Factor says, memeographer. He is a memeographer. You know what I'm saying? Be terrorizing the photographers. Get me like this. Get me like this right now. Okay. Ah. Bro, why the tongue out, fam? Don't do it. Oh, man. And then people get on the internet, what's Drake doing now? Oh, my God. Does Drake have a girlfriend? No, Drake knows how to use his phone. You know what I'm saying? He knows how to use his phone and make people go, whoa, my God, yo, click, like. Here's the funny thing. Let me click on his page here. Okay, because I follow this dude. I watch his pictures. This is not even in his feed. This is how much he's got you guys hooked. Fiending for content. The man posted that in his stories. And I heard about it on multiple platforms. Okay, I'm not even gonna title this segment when I chop this into a piece. Drake's new girlfriend. No, Drake knows how to play y'all niggas. That's what I'm gonna title this video right. This part of the video right here. You know what I'm saying? Drake knows how to play internet. Like this is like internet 101. Take a picture with a famous rapper and, you know, make it look a little cozy, a little closer. Get a little closer. Don't be shy. Right? And now we're together. Now we're connected. If anybody fell for this, you stupid. Stupid. You know what I'm saying? Come on, fam. This is all over the Google feeds right now, bro. The man he's just adding to the Google space. Okay? Drake is fully aware what he's doing. I don't want to speak for the man. I don't want to speak for his body count or anything like that. Okay, pause. I just don't feel that that's his speed, fam. He likes the ticka things. And I'm not going to say anything else. I'll just say it. She's too MAGA and too dark for him. All right, I said it. All right? This is with all due respect. You know what I'm saying? Yo, India rap music. I did do an interview with TV Gucci, but I'm trying to get another one going on. Listen, I don't want to speak on the man's thing, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure, like, a lot of times y'all see these artists in situations and be like, yo, they probably smash. Like, more times, nah. Because if you do smash, every artist that you meet, that might give you a bad reputation out here in these streets that you can't be. Nobody can work with you unless they give you the pum pum. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to get put into that category. So a lot of times when you see artists together, even if they're acting super flirty, that stuff is all for the cameras. You know what I'm saying? Nope, it's like, nah, he probably made her sign an NDA. No. Road to Success says Kodak Black disagrees. Kodak Black has a few chromosomes missing. Okay? He doesn't know that he's on camera half of the time when he's like having his little whatchamacallit, fentanyl slur rants. Like, if she want to get with me, screw it, have to fuck. Like, nigga, what? The camera's on. You're at the Breakfast Club. Oh. You know what I'm saying? So we can't take what Kodak Black says seriously. You know what? Let me get back to my list here. Quick, fast. But salute to the boy Drizzy Drake, okay? Keep on trolling us, fam. We enjoy the content, you know what I'm saying? I enjoy watching the people who wonder, who pontificate, is this Drake's new girlfriend? Who's this Drake's new girlfriend? No, it's not. Relax. Well, actually, maybe it is. Who knows? But I don't think it is. But getting back to my whole thing there with the that short list. Can y'all tell me who's on that short list? DJ Akademiks is on my list of people outside of here. Okay, and I've spoken to him. I'll be fully transparent with you guys. I've spoken to Akademiks a few times about doing an interview. Okay, and every time it's supposed to happen, he just goes ghost. Okay, he'll respond, be like, bet, let's get it. I'm dead ass. Okay. All right, I'm giving you the really real right now. I've spoken to him at least 3 times about doing an interview. And he never says no. He says, bet, when? Let's do it tomorrow. Tomorrow comes, I link him, ghost. Ooh. I circle back a few months later. Yo, this is going on right now. Yo, let me get 20 minutes pause to just do a quick interview. Bet, let's do it. All right, well, let's do it in an hour. You know what I'm saying? So, not to say that like it's a no, because every time we go through this little dance, he says yes. Or no, he doesn't say yes. He says bet. Let's do it. Okay, unless that means a whole different language, and I don't know. I feel like Americans and Canadians speak the same language, maybe different slangs here and there, but like to me, bet, let's do it means bet, let's do it. No, not catch him on stream. I'm very specific on what I mean when I say, yo, let's do this interview. I'm not like, yo, let's do a live together. No. Pre-recorded, 20 minutes of questions, maybe 30 tops. We'll do it via Zoom. I'll send you the Zoom link. I'm not trying to get anything twisted up there. We're not on Discord. Nah. And he be responding. And the only reason I'm saying this here, because usually this is the type of stuff that I keep behind the scenes, BTS. The only reason I'm mentioning this now is because he went on a whole rant about why, yo, Charlamagne won't pull up on me, and and he promised me to pull up, but he never did. But then he started talking to this guy, and the guy was shitting on me. All right, Ak. That's what he did to you. But you do that to niggas who are not on your level too, fam. Or do you forget? While you're complaining about the nigga that's doing, you know, I guess bigger things than you, because Charlamagne is still a bigger figure in this game than Akademiks. While you're complaining about him, there's niggas who you speak to and have the same conflicts with, bro. That's all I'm saying. There's no beef. It's just, fam, let's lock in. But on that list, I'll put 3M French on that list. That's one I'll give you guys right now. Okay? 3M French. She's one of the people on my short list of people who I would like to interview still in Toronto. doesn't mean that there's not people on the come up that I still would like to talk to as they still, build their trajectory and different things like that. But I'm talking about the people who've been doing their thing for a while, who have a huge fan base out here, you know what I'm saying? Who I haven't spoken to yet. Doobie, obviously. Top 5. That is something that can happen, but we have to wait to see the outcomes of the case and everything like that. 3M French. DJ Drama. That would be nice to talk to Drama. Easy Fecta. Easy Fecta says Goldie London. Yes and no. And I'm going to go through Nope's short list right here. It says Pressa, Doovie. I've spoken to Pressa a few times. With Pressa, I obviously would love to do another Pressa interview, but I have Pressa checked off my list. Doovie, Mustafa the Poet. Mustafa the Poet would be nice, but he's not on my short list. But if there's a list of 5, he'd be number 6. 6 Buzz Owner, good choice. 100 OTD and Dope Boy DQ. Jay Castro says 6 Buzz was supposed to do a face reveal 3 years ago. It's never going to happen. That's facts. Chubbs. Do y'all want to hear from Chubbs? Do y'all want a Chubbs interview? You know what I'm saying? What would we... That's the thing. Like, I've thought about this. There's been a few times where I'm like, yo, maybe I should DM Chubbs and be like, yo, let's get an interview going on. Just so we can see the message and be like, through the face. Like, yeah, right. But like, what are we supposed to be asking Chubbs? Like, yo, how many times did you hold Drake down in different situations? Like, I know he does things other than being around Drake. Like, the man puts out parties and all types of things. You know what I'm saying? But like, if it's something y'all want, we can do it. We can try to get it popping. I'll start asking. You know what I'm saying? Get that Chubbs interview. I'll give you another name. Northside Benji. You know what I'm saying? Northside Benji interview, I think, is long overdue. I feel it was something that was in the plans in the past, many, many years ago. Okay? I feel that enough years has gone by of us doing this podcast game that I can start revealing some of the things that were once a little bit too fresh to reveal back in the days. But once upon a time, and I'm not going to give you guys the whole thing because like other people were there and they might not want everything revealed, right? I don't know. Hold on. Let me read this before I go into what I'm going to say because the city can get tricky. Bro, don't underbelly yourself. You're on the ground. Toronto natives rely on you for the truth. Yo, I'm only here to kick the truth to the young black youth and everybody. You know what I'm saying? However, like, truthfully, there's a ceiling in Toronto, fam. After I get through my short list, I'm still going to interview people on the come up. However, as far as the people who are quote unquote established, any of those will just be repeats at this point. And we can do the repeats, do the updates on what you're doing now, promote your project, whatever. Cool. But as far as like, who do I need to speak to who I haven't spoken to yet? It's still like it's a short list. The scene is only so big. But the scene outside of here is infinite. There's infinite amount of rappers across the world. I'm not even just talking about the United States. You know what I'm saying? Between the States, between the UK, between France, between Africa and all the countries over there. You know how many rappers there are to talk to? Why not try to reach for them? You know what I'm saying? It's only going to grow the network. Friday, I feel like I can rant. Friday, you're in your bathtub. Am I in my bathtub? Does it look like I'm in my bathtub? Is it because of the whole white wall in the back here? Or is my sound crazy? Let me make sure I'm like. Or is my sound crazy? No, my sound's good. We're good. Yeah. But I'm just saying, there's limitations in the city. You know what I'm saying? And I'll always make sure that we cover everything that's going on over here. Right? That's our job. But I feel that we can branch out and start talking to a Dave East when he pops up in the next month. You know what I'm saying? Davido was just here. We should have had a Davido We Love Hip Hop interview. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? I feel we should be the central hub for not only Canadian hip hop, but if you're coming here to Canada, you got to pull up on the We Love Hip Hop network. You know what I'm saying? Let me see here. Martin Benjamin Smith says, been in NYC for 28 years. You guys are readers, then you give yourself credit for, or better than East New York rappers respect you. Or East New York respects you. Oh, salute to East New York, yo. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the whole Brooklyn, Pickin' Ave. You know what I'm saying? Brownsville. What up? Where Brooklyn at? You know what I'm saying? Let me see. What else is going on in the news here? Let me go back to my list. Seems crazy, fam. We just crabs in a bucket. Gotta get down cause we're moving up. Gotta get down cause we're moving up. We just crabs in a bucket. Look the chaos. Let me pull up something here. Okay. Little J. Because the rap game, it's getting a little flexible. I'll start with Lil J. Okay, or King Lil J, my bad. And then we'll move on to the deceased serial killer King Von. Y'all ready for this? Dun, dun, dun. There's no sound in this video. If you can see right here, the man takes a seat. This is Lil J right here. It's just a flexible day going on the range or on the cell block over there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they're checking these guys over here for the flexible activity or they're just having a regular conversation while homeboy's boyfriend is on his lap. Right? That's where the flexibility, I guess, ended for the week. What are we, Wednesday? I don't know. There might be some more flexible moments to happen for the hip hop game. But I want to, once I get through these different flexi moments in the hip hop game, and I know we're over here in Toronto, man, don't play that bonfire. Right? So let's not try to disrespect the man then. This is going on in other places. Chicago's going crazy right now. So this is an old video courtesy of Chirac Rares of King Von. And he's requesting to go to PC, i.e. protective custody. So, but he has a reason for that. Listen in.
Where's the plumber at? In there?
It's the only deck I've been on that's got a problem with it. They supposed to be a Christian deck, but they got a problem with gay people. How you gonna be Christian?
They got a problem with who?
So because
And yo, salute to the LGBTQIA plus community. And I think there's a few more letters that I'm missing. Don't take the channel down because I missed a couple letters, okay? But it's just there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying you guys might have some people in the gang that you have not you haven't got their initiation papers or they didn't go pick up their papers yet. King Von's deceased, so R.I.P. to him. But just to let you guys who might be
because of your sexual orientation, you're requesting protective custody. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I get along with the straight people and no problem. But over here, they got a problem with me. I don't
I hear
Bye,
you.
little Josh.
Bye, little Josh. Wait a minute. Yeah, hey, yo, Mark. Holy.
You talk to my sister. Tell her I say I love her. Tell her I'm probably gonna go to PC. Tell her I'm gonna go.
For the people who can't speak hood, nigga, y'all talk to my sister. If you talk to my sister, tell her I love her, and I'm going to PC, protective custody.
To PC probably. What's your name? I'm Dennis. Davon.
Niggas, proceed to move the goalpost. Go for it. I'm waiting. Why is King Von requesting PC? Because of his sexual orientation. Go for it. I'm waiting for the goalpost to be moved. Is it because he wanted to get closer to his ops? You know what I mean? So he can really put in work. Sometimes when we got to get closer to the ops, we got to play gay games. You know what I'm saying? But it's all for the love of the drill. Move the post for me. Pause. I won't even say post. Move the goalpost there, street niggas. Please give me the explanation of why this is okay for your king. Is this your king? Give me the explanation. I'm waiting for this in the comments right here. Because I know we got some street niggas who be watching too. They're like, no, Friday, you don't understand. Usually, and don't try to tell me because as if I'm some nigga who never been inside and I'm an inside. I've never seen this tactic before. This is a new one to me. Okay? So I need to understand what the street nigga explanation is for why the king of the drill is trying to do a different type of drill, if you know what I mean. Yo. Right? Because there was a video that came out afterwards, and I have it here. I posted it too. These guys, Chirac Rears, they hate King Von. Holy. Whatever King Von did to their friends, he might have murked one of their friends, smashed one of their tings. You know what? Let me go on his page. I'll go to his page. Actually, it was 16 Shot Him Visuals who posted it. He had posted it in his stories. Or no, he posted it on his page. There we go. 16 Shot Him.
he doesn't want anything. He just wants to move across the hall. Oh. I asked him if he wanted a PC. He don't want it. He just wants to move across the hall. So we're not doing that right now. He doesn't want anything. He just wants to move across the hall.
So, another video came out saying he didn't really want it to go to PC. And I guess this is what the street niggas explained to this clip. You see, he didn't really want to go to PC. He just wanted to, that was an excuse to get out of his range. So you cracked off range? For the people who don't understand cracked off range, that means that the pressure that was going on the cell block or the part of the jail that you were in was so much. Street niggas had you under so much pressure that you're like, please, officer, move me to another cell block. They're hurting me. Right? Is that an explanation? Because that's the only other way around explaining, oh, well, you know, he just said he's gay so we can go to another place where his ops are at or where his ops are not. Okay, so that means either you were really gay and you wanted to go to PC, or you just cracked off range. Both are not cool, fam. Both are not cool in street nigga standards. 1 second, gang. Sorry about that. So please explain this to me. Make it okay for the streets so that people in the streets can go back to being as tough as they want to be and not having that underlying feeling that the toughest, most roughest, most craziest drillers and steppers are stepping inside man's body. Make it right, street niggas. Please, I'd like to hear it. Because it wouldn't be the first time that I heard of so-called street niggas who be playing different type of games. And I'm not talking about Omar from The Wire, but Omar from The Wire came from somewhere. That character came from somewhere. Y'all forgot about Omar, eh? Omar. An RIP to Michael K. Williams. Remember this nigga? They don't just write those characters out of just the sky. Okay? This guy right here, this character that Michael K. Williams is playing in The Wire, was out here causing havoc. When he came out the building in the episodes, children would run the other way. Gangsters would be hiding. Here comes Omar. He gonna take everything. He's gonna run up in the spot. He might use this pumpy and take one of us out. Let's get out of here. But guess what he does right after he finishes doing that drill? He kisses his boyfriend and drills his boyfriend's body. Fire. We all seen it. Fire. Right? A whole different type of drill piece, love. For real. For real. Fire. I'm just saying. This character doesn't just come from nowhere, fam. Pause. Fire. Right? There's a root to these things. These characters are based on true characters. Okay, so when you get your king,
he doesn't want it.
The king of the drill. You know what I'm saying? The one that was classified at this point as a quote unquote serial killer. And everybody was like, yo, Trap Lord Ross, you better chill. You don't know nothing about the streets. Okay, so defend that then. Defend that. Niggas go mute when it comes to stuff like that. But they try to push around Trap Lord Ross and tell him what he can do about his stuff, right? Come on, fam. I listen, when I saw this, I was just like, I can't wait to see what the explanation is of the average street nigga. Oh, well, you know, he had to get out of this area because, you know, his gang was on the other side of the jail. So you see what happened was he was like, you know, they got on the phone and said, yo, you could play like you gay. And then you can get over to the side. And then when we get outside, it's drill time, nigga. Red in the butt.
Fire!
Sorry, I'm not buying it. Anyhow. Oh, man. Okay. I got some more shit here. Oh, there was something that was also on this page here I wanted to break down. To break it down.
So, yo, let's talk about that Drake.
Puffy Lz. He's out here doing interviews. And big salute to who's Zayfa. All right. Who put together the interview here. It's probably on their YouTube channel. We should go to their YouTube channel and see what's going on. We'll take a look at some of these clips first.
Tour, you know what I'm saying? How was that? Like when you went on the tour with Drake, like how did that happen?
Smokey had a show. Drake came off for Broski.
Can't be playing that with the music in the back, family. Holy. Let me see if I can find this on his channel. Let's go to the link in the bio. New music.
Nigga, watch how I run it.
Okay, they're in the car together. That's dope. Okay, I'm checking out your little channel here. I'm going to it. Let's see it.
You never dropped no tunes in a minute. Like, where's Puffy been?
Everybody wants to know where Puffy been.
Why is the music playing in the background, fam? I can't do it.
Out of proper, pull up, re flexing. What's your favorite?
I like pull up. 1, 2, I'm talking to 1, brother. Watch your questions. Don't try to set me up.
You can have 4. You can have 4 wives.
No.
Salute to him. And I'm glad that he got a Puffy Lz interview because Puffy doesn't really talk to a lot of people, myself included. I will say this video is copywritten. Like, slapped with a copyright. Like, and you can holler at me in the DMs, homie. He did holler at me in the DMs. I'm going to DM him when I get off of this and ask him about the copyright. Because he has the beat to Trap House Doing Numbers running in the background. Dope tune. However, you can't do that on YouTube. YouTube will slap you with a big old copyright. You know what I'm saying? So like I would love to review this interview with the comment gang here. And y'all should go make sure to tap into that interview right now. Puffy Lz on Smoke Dogg Legacy, touring with Drake, and song with Gigs interview. Okay, it's 1 day old. Go take it in. It's on the Who's Zayfa channel. All right. I'm not familiar with this gentleman right now, but I'm just getting acquainted right now. But salute to him.
Yeah, you give me like 10. I just said 5.
I just wish I could play some parts from the interview so that you guys can get a little bit more information on this. But I'm going to have to go review this myself off live because copyrights, fam. Copyrights, man. You can't play with these YouTube screets when it comes to copyrights, when it comes to community guideline violations, any of that type stuff. You have to be very, very careful. Let's salute to him. What else we got here? And what else y'all want to talk about here before I move on? Let me see what time we got here. Is there anything that I'm missing out on in the hip hop scene here? This is the second live for the week, so you know, we covered a lot of ground on that first live the other day. Holy smokes. I cut like 5-6 stories out of that last one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, peace, love. If it don't make money, it don't make sense. I had a great conversation with the man them from the shop from Steady Mobbin', right? And those guys had the content like where they would run the intro music in the beginning of it, and you know they keep all that stuff in the YouTube video, and it's blessed. It's great for the audience. The audience gets to hear some music and they're jamming all that, but. Fam, you ain't gonna make no money off the video, and too many copyright strikes, you're out of there. So just be careful. But when it comes to what we do over here, we have the audio platform as well. So people can take in the Spotify stream or Apple Music or whatever, and y'all can get all the music pieces over there. There was one thing, speaking of podcast and audios and stuff like that, I have something from an audio from the new Rory and Mal podcast, and they were talking about Mimm.
Get out the way. It gets even more random.
Drop some bows on them.
It gets more random.
Throw them bows.
In an
Luda
attempt to unify our school, they brought
One second.
That's hilarious.
So I'm gonna pull this up here on the screen so y'all can see here. Just gonna go a little bit left for a quick second. We're still staying on hip hop. Just something that I feel that maybe it went under the radar of hip hop history. And big salute to Rory and Mal and Julian and Damaris and Adin and the whole crew over at the new Rory and Mal podcast. A lot of people listen to them still. You know. Contrary to some of those YouTube videos that people see about them that are like, oh, Rory and Mal fell off. And I'm not here to defend them, but people still listen to them. I listen to them. So they were telling a story about, do y'all remember Mims? Let me see if I could pull up Mims. Mims. This is why I'm hot. This is why I'm hot. This is why I'm hot.
Every sunset is a sign.
Give it a second, gang. You remember this guy?
As soon as I hit a lady, I'm in that low. This is why.
You know, I'm not trying to play myself with that copyright. So this is Mims. Okay? For the people who are a little bit younger, y'all might not remember Mims. He had that song. You might hear a mega mix of it when you're in the club. This is why I'm hot. This is why I'm hot. This is why we hot. This is why we right with the reggae mix that comes in right after. Right? So Comment Gang, Mims, well, most of y'all know who that is. Okay? So now I'll play this.
What? Listen, if you think about it, this is why I'm hot has a lot of references to different regions in their music. It unified hip hop.
They brought in.
I'm going to rewind a bit.
They brought in. There was a lot of fights, a lot of problems. So in an attempt,
so they invited Ludacris to do. Move, bitch, get out the way.
It gets even more random.
Drop some bows on them.
It gets more random.
Throw them bows.
In an attempt to unify our school, they brought in Mims.
That's hilarious. What? Listen, if you think about it, this is why I'm hot has a lot of references to different regions in their music. It unified hip hop.
They brought in Mims.
So Mims comes in. My high school was huge. So we had 3 separate lunches. So his plan was to go to each lunch. So I happened to be in the A lunch, the first lunch. And he comes down the stairs. My school there's hundreds of kids in this cafeteria. And our principal that everyone hated grabs a microphone like a bullhorn. He's like, I got someone special. He's trying to play into the culture. He's in a big Yankee jersey.
He's Tarantino'd it.
He's like, I got one of my homies in town. He's big fat Italian white guy. And then he hands the bullhorn to Mims. We're like, who the fuck is that?
Wait, hold on. This is why I'm hot out at the time?
No,
hold on. Let me post some sound effects on that.
Nobody knows what he looks like, though.
That's what I was going to say.
I wouldn't be able to.
Nobody knew what Mims looked like
for a while. But the video.
This was before social media.
Yo, yeah.
But this video was on 106.
7.
Hold on, the story gets better.
This is early.
Yeah, but these are what grade? What grade is this?
It's a high school, so 9 through 12. So he comes in. They play the record over the speakers, and he's rapping the lyrics through the bullhorn over the speakers on the couch. And I before the first hook, someone goes, "Hey, yo, shut the fuck up!" and he gets hit in the head with a chocolate milk that was open.
Wow!
And then all of his security and his homies surround him, and just it was just a massive, one of the biggest food fights I'd ever seen. Just so much milk.
How come this is our first time hearing about this?
He got hit with chocolate milk. They escorted him out of the building. And he never came back for the other 2 lunches. And our principal comes back in.
Of course, he needed to change of clothes in a shower.
He was full.
Yeah.
Why'd he do that to Mims, yo? Damn. How'd he do that to poor Mims, fam? Holy, this is the untold hip-hop tale right here, fam. Mans are going to people's high school and getting milk thrown at them. Because you know there's a whole trend right now of artists getting things thrown at them. But I told you guys, this is not a trend. This has been going on from time. How do they do that to Mims? That's not hot, Mims. Oh, man. Oh, don't tell me you guys are dissing Rory and Mal. Don't do that. What do y'all say here? Mims thought he did think he was hot. Let me see what y'all said about my boys Rory and Mal here. I fuck with Rory and Mal. I tag them in my stories and I post their podcast. The man then be reposting that, bro. Salute to them. You know what I'm saying? Fam, have you guys ever had anybody come to the school, to your high school over here in Toronto or wherever you live to come do a performance? And if so, were you ever disrespectful? You don't even have to give me the disrespectful part. Anybody who's had anybody come to their high school and do a performance. Because that's lit. Jay Castro, I don't know what MIM stands for. But I just wanted to bring that to y'all attention, yo. Salute to Mims. You know what I'm saying? I think we can wrap it up for now. I just wanted to end on a good note here rather than all the bacchanal and all that other stuff that I was talking about before. Salute to the whole comment gang. We'll be back in a few days. It's hot as hell in my crib right now. I'm going to go blast the AC just now. But we'll be back in a few days, probably with a full podcast episode. But look out for that Toby interview dropping tomorrow morning. You know what I mean? But until then, we are